Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, smarks and marks all over the world.
Grab a seat or take it easy on your feet as we set up our gear. Lend us your ear.
Because your boys, King Mac Millie and Jay Classic, are about to put on some podcast action.
So get psyched and turn to the smart side.
Because Smart Psychology Podcast starts now.
Oh, hey, yo.
Oh, man, that intro. That intro and that beat. And this echo.
No, not the echo. Not the echo.
Not the echo? No. I'm going to turn it off for right now, but I'm going to get back to it because you already know how I do. You know what I'm saying? I can't really get into it unless I got my best friend with me, this echo. You know what I'm saying? It's one of my best friends. I don't want you to get upset.
Why is the inanimate object your best friend? That's like...
How could this not be anyone's best friend? This right here, this feeling, this sound, like it's just it's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's delicious.
I
said delicious. I said it's delicious. I just from the snacks that I was snacking on, it's still a little bit on my lips and everything. But as y'all can hear on the audio side, what's going on? Smart Psychology Podcast. We up in the building. It's Tuesday, and you know what we do up on Tuesdays? We got a wrestler or two to talk to, and today we got one. But until then, or before then, shall I say? I guess for the visual people, it's time for y'all to see your boy's face. So there we go. Here he is.
Hey, how you doing? Hey.
What you got there? A chip? I want a chip. Let's see. I want a chip. I don't want to be left out of this. Chip, listen, everything.
It's about to be a good time.
So now that y'all see us visually, why don't y'all go ahead and, well, not y'all, but as y'all come in, y'all already know what to do. Share this thing on YouTube. What's happening? Share this thing on Twitter. What's happening? Share this thing on Facebook. What's happening? We live on all three. As y'all coming in, go ahead and drop them comments in the comment section, especially when our guests get here. If you got a question, go ahead and feel the need to drop that thing and let us know what it is, and we're gonna talk that shit. You already know what it is. But until then, introduce yourself.
And if you're wondering why you must, join this thread right now, just remember, John Cena follow us. All right, that's all I'm saying. It's your boy. That's right. It's your boy, the KLASSICK. Put a J in front of that. You know why? Because your boy just so sick with it with my smart mind. And this man right here.
I'm not going to keep doing this. I told John, does he still follow us? Tell John, unfollow us, Cena. Unfollow us, okay? Please. I am the value that allows you the opportunity to roll with me. You see the crown is on my head, and I'm going to keep it there for a little while longer, just a little while longer, because it's a royalty thing going on up in this here. But you see the money. Yeah. It is the King, Mac Millie. You already know what it is. Smart Psychology Podcast. We here with another episode 40. We growing. 40. Hey. I wish I had a 40. Should have been better prepared for it.
This is not Don't Be a Menace. This is not Don't Be a Menace while drinking your gin and juice in the hood, bro.
It could be. It could be. But you know what I'm saying? It's about to get up out of here, so don't even worry about them tunes, you know what I'm saying? Even though I love it and I just want to keep it on repeat, I took it off. But as it's about to fade out, go ahead and tell the people how your day has been so far. How you feeling, bro?
Man, it's been cool. We had a spaces today with Ruthless Lala. You already know the sis.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Lala.
Oh man, what's happening, Lala?
Just talking about suplexing people.
Spaces, we in the spaces. Oh yeah, space. I'm tripping.
Just talking about knocking heads off and suplexing people. Well, not myself, but of course them, because
I wish you would. I mean, you didn't ask, but my day was cool.
I would say, how was your day? You didn't give me a chance.
I jumped the script. You know what I'm saying? I don't never really follow the script. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this crown up off my head so I can put my headphones on right. You know what I'm saying? Get my hair looking right. Yeah. Because I am not alone in this royalty thing today.
No.
Not alone at all. Come on, Booker T. Give me the power, give me the strength, buddy. I wanna thank our guest because she's giving me a reason to not have to watch NXT today, even though I just talked to Booker T. There you go, Booker. I guess my crown has a name now. My crown has a name, and the name is Booker. But then when I look on the inside of the soul, it says King Booker. Yeah.
And
What's
you
up,
act like
Cody?
booking.
well, you know how it goes down and what they say. But yeah. I think it's about time to bring our guests in here.
It's about time. Well, look, you already know we got to bring our guests in a special way, and you know what? We always evolving, right? You always evolving.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, hey, get your snacks ready. You got your snacks? Get your snacks. Get your snacks ready. Cause look, we now have previews. So if you can now look at the Titantron, please.
Titantron. Oh shit.
Ooh, yeah. Oh. Ooh, look at this. Slow mo. Ooh. Ooh.
I like that one right there. I might have to check that.
That was good. That was good. Ooh. She lifted like, where you going? Get down there.
All these shits look like they hurt. This one right here, yeah.
Listen to the yeah. Let's go! Yeah.
Oh
That's
man,
right.
yeah. So let me just go ahead and throw on this echo real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a minute since I did this. You know. But making her way to the audio and visual ring of SPP, the one-time folk style state champion, the two-time Florida state champion. She's 4'10" and she's all you wanna see, the Suplex Queen, Tiny Tanaily.
Let's go!
Hello.
Oh man, what's going on? What's going on, Suplex Queen?
How y'all?
How you doing? How you doing? How you feeling? Doing
good.
Right?
Feeling great.
How was that intro? Was that intro straight enough for you? You know what I'm saying?
Loved it.
Loved it just a little bit. Okay, all right. I'll take it.
Oh, you got all the suplexes in there.
All the suplexes in there.
Perfectly. I'm like, I had to make sure I got all of them because there's so many. There's
so many. As a matter of fact, you the Suplex Queen. How many suplexes is there?
There's so many, but like the way wrestling works, especially amateur wrestling, there's new moves being created every day. So there's so many, not even enough to count.
I feel that. Well, since you're here and you just joined the SMARKS side, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and tell everybody who's unfamiliar with yourself exactly who you are.
Alrighty, well, I am the Suplex Queen, Tiny Tanaily. I did amateur wrestling for about 10 years, and I've been in the pro wrestling game for 2 years now. That is me.
Okay.
Sure got a whole lot of medals behind you. How
Yeah,
many medals is behind you?
Gold.
These aren't even all of them.
Not even all of them. You got a whole nother wall on the other side, on the right side of you. You don't want to just, put the rest of them up right there.
I should see. I don't. I have a lot of them like at my mom's house. She made me leave some with her.
I feel that. So you got a little shrine when you go over to her house, like it's right by the front door. So you got to walk in and see it all the time. Like, Mom, are you serious?
You already know how to do guests. You already know how to do guests. Come on in. Oh, this right here. Yeah, that's my baby's trophies. It's wonderful. It's just so wonderful. I didn't even know that was there. Come on now. Oh man. So what originally got you into wrestling period? Because like you pretty much have been wrestling, just period all around, pro wrestling and amateur wrestling. So what sparked the wrestling feeling for Tiny?
Yeah, it actually started with pro wrestling. So my older sister and I, we used to watch Law and Order SVU on Mondays. And right after Law and Order, Raw would come on. So one day we were like, what's this? Like, let's leave it on. She saw Randy Orton. She thought he was hot. So we left it on. We kept watching. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, this is dope as fuck. You know, and we just kept watching. We started watching every week. And then I think that I was about in like 6th grade when that happened. Once I got to 8th grade, that's when I started wrestling. And I actually TA'd, so I was like teaching assistant for a 2nd grade teacher who also happened to be the middle school wrestling coach. My school was like K through 8, so all the way through there. And yeah, I told him one day, because we were talking about WWE, I said, you know, like maybe I'll try out for wrestling, thinking it's like pro wrestling, not right. And he was like, oh, you know, I don't know, you might be too small. And I was like, what do you mean too small, you know? And looking back at it now, like, how do you get somebody to do something? Tell them they won't be good at it or they can't, you know? So it kind of gave me a little bit more to do it. And once I started, I realized this is nothing like pro wrestling. You know, they have their similarities, but it's very different. And I mean, I just kind of fell in love with it, and that's where it started. And then once I, you know, graduated high school, wrestled in college and stopped there, I kind of thought to myself, like, you know, do I want to go the MMA route or do I want to go the pro wrestling route? And I thought back and I was like, you know, I thought it was going to be like WWE when I started. So, you know, why not try and, you know, do that?
Yeah, you ready to throw a drop kick.
Right. I'm about to say, I'm not gonna lie. I low-key just imagine you coming with a weapon already, like, all right, got my chair ready. What the
yeah. First day of class, but I got my weapon just in case they ask about it.
We really like this.
Let's go.
It's like I got about 3 drop kicks in me and an ankle, like I'm ready to do this. And then you walk through the door and everybody's like rolling on mats and shit. You like, what the hell, y'all? Y'all not gonna get up at some point and do an actual move? Like, what is it?
I was like,
y'all.
Like, where's the ring? You know?
Like y'all just rolling and pinning each other's shoulders to the mats. What are we now in Simba in here? Pinch you again.
No, but yeah, it was definitely not what I was expecting at the time. But I'm definitely really happy that I did it.
Seeing you work on that mat, for the record, guess we'll just go ahead and let the people know that you're tiny, not by name, but by size as well as far as height is concerned. I'm about like what 6'2". I tell people 6'3" on a good day, 6'2 and a half. You are far from that. You, which makes me feel like you got a type of strength or a type of power that nobody else can really match because you're so low to the ground. You're like 4'10", 4'11".
4'10".
How do you I don't even know how I would even try to gain proper position on you to be able to pin your shoulders to the mat. Like that's like a cheat code almost to be that small. Like
low key,
it's stressful to wrestle too, because man, they got reach.
Well, yeah. So I can always grab you, but if you're stronger than me, you can just go ahead and snatch me up, flip me around, pin me down and everything. It's low key like you still standing up while you're doing all this and everything. And I'm like, gotta scratch down and all this and that. Y'all probably lose. Like, yeah. I wouldn't turn down a challenge though. I'd be like, come on, let's hit the mats real quick. I'm sure you get a lot of those challenges too from other men, right? Yeah. Has anybody ever survived a challenge?
They never.
No.
It usually pretty fast.
Got you. Do they ever like lay there for a minute, just be like, she really just did anybody have their phone out? No, good. All right, straight.
I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm classy. I'm the suplex queen. I don't need to be doing all that. But there are those where I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do this. And yeah, no, big dudes hate it. They just lay there like, yo, ain't no way.
I should have just picked her up. I should just picked her up with my one little hand, just like I thought about it. And I just wanted to give her a fair chance because she was small, and damn it if she didn't just.
Oh, there's no excuse. You was too fat. I wasn't ready.
Do they ever like challenge you again, like right after, like, nah, let's run that back. Like, now I know what's up.
You already lost. That's it. Like,
just take your win and just get on. Like, nah.
You get a chance. That's it.
Oh, that's gangster. That's how the gangster. Just the king. Just imagine just suplexing a big old dude. Just like, oh, that's it. I'm done. Like, hey, wait, I need to get that get back. You already know a dude got to get that get back. Let me get that get back. Nah,
nope.
I'm good.
Nope.
Had your chance.
That's how you that's how you build fanfare
ahead,
too. Build fanfare just like that. Like, nah, you're just gonna have to follow my career, man. Maybe you might get another opportunity and chance to get tossed again.
Uh-huh.
So Of all of those medals behind you, what was the most memorable acquired medal of those
Ooh,
that you have?
the one that's more memorable is in my closet. Give me a second. I'm gonna get it.
Oh, it's in her closet. It's trapped in the closet. Getting it a Kelly on.
Oh my God, a medal.
There they go. There they go.
Yeah.
State
That's what I'm
champion
talking
right
about.
there. Floater, watch
Yeah.
out. Watch out.
Look at the suplexes on them.
Oh man. Oh,
That is
let's see.
fresh.
We got one
They're
on one. Okay. It's one on both of them.
yeah.
What's that? A young German?
Yep. So it was in high school. I won the freestyle state championship twice. So the way it works is that you have to get like top 3 in the freestyle state championship so you could be a part of the Florida national team. And you know, I had to win that and be the starter for my weight class.
She's flexing.
You better come on and flex with it.
You know what I'm saying?
You better come on.
Quick.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
memorable. I come out to the ring with these actually.
Yeah, I saw a match and they were actually used against you real quick
You
for
know,
what wasn't the best outcome for you, you know. So
I've
after
used
that, did you think about it?
can't lie.
One more time?
Say that again.
I've used them for my advantage as well a few times. I can't lie.
I
But
didn't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see the damn thing.
How much they weigh? They like pure gold right there? How much is
they're
that?
they're actual gold. They're pretty heavy.
Ooh.
When you won them, did you bite one? Like, let me see.
I did.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't think I was gonna do it. I think I'm gonna put it in the hot water. Do you think though your medals are heavier than Kurt Angle's?
Well, Kurt Angle's is a little bit smaller, no?
Don't be talking bad about the Olympic gold medal that he won with a broken freaking neck. Don't you do that? They are a little small though.
Heavy, you know, like thicker. Mine is a little thin.
They got more of a clank clank. His is like a chink chink.
They sound like the coins on Mario.
Clang 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 clang.
So
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say because as we've already said, you are very well versed in suplexes. But does Tiny have a favorite suplex? What's one to just be like? You just love Germans. That's it. Just
German. So when I so the bridge German is my finisher. But when I found out that I was gonna wrestle in college, like I got the scholarship and I was gonna go and everything. In high school we do folk style wrestling, so German suplexes are not allowed; they're illegal. And in college, it's freestyle wrestling, so what they do in the Olympics, so they're allowed. So once I found out, I literally every single day after practice, I did 50 German suplexes on a bag every single day because I wanted to perfect it so bad.
Did you ever have to switch out bags? How can a bag take 50 suplexes from you every damn day? Like if I was that bag, I'd be like, hey man, tag me out, man. Get another bag in here, man.
Oh yeah, initially I was like, let me do it on people, but you know, nobody really wanted to. So
who's gonna willingly say, hey, I'll take a suplex if you try
right.
You know what I'm saying? Get used to it, get accustomed to it. Just go ahead and just grab me and just toss me over. Like I would think about it, but I just don't see anybody just willingly saying, "Oh, I'll take suplexes today. It'll be me.
I'll volunteer as tribute."
I was thinking about taking a suplex, but I ain't too sure. You think you might be able to suplex me? I don't think you can.
Figured it out.
You said what?
I definitely could.
I don't think you can. Let's see. You want to know why I don't think you can? Because you might be just as confused as I usually am when it comes to these screens. See, I'm pointing at you, but I'm not pointing at you. So I got to point away from you to point to you. So would you even be? Okay. Well, you know.
Okay, I just want to see you get thrown. So let's go. Let's see this. I got my
I just want to see if she got the strength. Let me just go ahead and put this here because I don't want them to go flying or whatever.
Everybody on the audio
Position,
side, you
keep
need to
it
slide to the
next
video side to see this. But this is gonna be one.
Oh wait, hold on.
Wrong way.
I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay.
Now you gotta go
You
back.
got me? You ready?
Ready?
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
Oh! Oh!
Are you good? I think he went flying. I don't see him.
Oh! I think
Shit.
I think he's. Hey.
Are you good over there?
All right, you got me for sure. Word.
Yeah, I
All
told
right. Oh, okay. All right.
You got knocked the fuck out.
I definitely did. Oh man, hold on. Oh shit. Why you have to do me like that?
you know.
Well, other than just then, when was the last time you done suplex somebody? Because that felt like you just got done suplexing like 10 people and you was warmed up.
Okay.
One more time.
Probably yesterday, practice. Had to practice.
Word. Well, since you're the suplex queen, you can now say that you suplex somebody digitally.
Yeah.
And it's not nobody, I think, that could take claim to that. So you just built upon your resume.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's how I'm gonna promote the video. Watch me suplex somebody digitally.
It'd be perfect. My hip. Oh man, you gonna pay for my doctor bill?
You were the one who thought of this, so that's all.
Well, you know. I mean, I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild one. You know what I'm saying? When thoughts come to mind, I told you I just do things and I think about it later. Think about it afterwards. But Classic, go ahead, man. Ask her some questions, man. While I get my body back in shape. Threw me and I landed on my hip.
Oh, damn.
So Tiny, tell me. So how was the training? How was the training difference between pro wrestling and amateur wrestling? Do you see any real difference, or is it pretty much the same?
Okay, back. My alarm came on. But it was decently similar, but I'm gonna say that amateur wrestling was a lot more intense.
Why is it because of the position war or the war of gaining?
It's, you have the aspect in amateur wrestling that literally at every single point of the match, somebody is all over your body. So you need to work out your whole body to make sure every single body part of yours is good and set and powerful enough to get through literally any obstacle somebody can throw at you.
Is it illegal to oil yourself up?
Wait, what?
Is it illegal to oil yourself up?
Oil? Yeah, you're not allowed to.
I mean, but what if
you are not Nakazawa? You are not Nakazawa.
In freestyle wrestling, they make you have a towel, and they have a 30-second break in between each round to dry you off, just in case. Because a big part of freestyle wrestling is the throws, so they don't want anybody slipping off or anything happening.
Yeah, that screams danger. I was gonna ask that too. What if I just sweat a lot?
Really, it's two. So in freestyle wrestling, it's 2 3-minute rounds with 30 seconds in between.
Have you ever lost a round? Be honest.
Yeah, everyone's lost, and I wrestled with guys too in high school. I was in the varsity guys wrestling team, so I definitely have my losses, but I mean, it happens.
Why did you say be honest? Why did you say be honest? This is not the suplex queen. This is the suplex queen here. What is it?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You get to a point where you talk your shit and it's worthy, and then
I mean, at the end of the day, the way I feel about it is, I'm a champ regardless.
Exactly.
I may have lost here and there, but when it counted, I did it.
It's true.
That's
high school though, I was undefeated. So.
Wait,
do it Bianca Belair style. Undefeated.
Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. And it looks like you actually got to do even more than just mat wrestling and just regular pro wrestling. You even got in the cage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like you earth right now. You looking wonderful right now. Looking good.
I also did jujitsu for a while as well.
Oh, so you just dangerous. You just
A little bit, yeah.
I ain't gonna call you a midget in person or nothing like that. Probably not even over online. You know, let's call you a
I did
tall midget.
I did competitive weightlifting too for a little while.
So not only is she gonna
Mm.
suplex and throw me, she kick, she flip, she do. Okay, all right, okay. How much do you weigh?
I weigh about 138.
138. Yeah. Can we be on the same team? Can we be friends? Are we friends? We good,
Yeah,
right?
cool,
We
cool,
straight?
cool. Let me suplex
Cool.
you visually, so like, you know.
For sure. Because I might have a few issues, and if I point out a female, I just gotta know if you're gonna go suplex her real quick. Just what you say?
Hey, you know what? Anytime she be like, "What you gonna do?" I got a little weapon.
Right,
What?
right.
I got a little weapon. Don't worry about it. I got a little weapon.
I like step to the side, and she be standing right there, cracking her knuckles, like
What's up?
ready to get suplexed.
Oh my god. But man, and let's talk. Since we're talking about you going in the cage, let's talk about one of your matches that you actually had versus Miss Evans over here. Y'all went down in this cage. Y'all, huh?
Did you watch it?
She said, "Yeah."
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Y'all look here. Like I feel like this is UFC or Bellator, like the same. I'm like I can tell the difference. Shit. Look at this. Like,
That right there is like, don't hit me, man. I'm about to punch your face through the mat.
Man, I can't how fast I threw those hits.
And I'm talk
Hey,
about them
Mac,
shoes
hey,
in a
Mac.
minute because I got a special connection to them shoes. But like okay, so you're grappling on the mat, you're wrestling in the ring, you're fighting in the cage. What's one thing that you could tie in to, I guess, and connect all three that you experience while you're doing each activity? Like, what's one thing that's always going to be there no matter what different type of sport you enter?
Well, I mean, I think I'm gonna take a different route with this, but the mentality of it. I feel like
Okay.
that you do, your mental has like 1,000% to do with it. And if I can tell myself mentally that I can beat you, or I can throw you, or I can make you tap, it's gonna happen.
That's the perfect answer. I mean, it always starts with
Yeah.
your mind. I tell people all the time, outside of God, you are the first and last decider of
Exactly.
you, and everything that starts with you starts up here within your brain. Once you get your thought process correct, and everything else follows suit after that, it has no choice because this is where the operation starts. So that's actually the right way that you just answered the question. Perfect, if I may say so myself.
And like I keep on trying to tell this man, I look, he don't believe me. But see, I told him this is true. Like you even proved it. And then I keep on reminding him, John Cena follow us, bro. Like this I got this. See, and he follow. We are in the group. We are in the group together.
We're part of what was that? 14K. We are part of the 14.
14K
Jesus.
only followed.
He
out of million.
This literally just happened, so it's just I'm having a hard time accepting it. A lot of people out there would be excited and proud and happy and stuff, and I'm upset.
Why are you upset? You don't like John
Cena?
Cena?
Can you suplex him a couple of times for me? You said, is it what?
Is it because you can't see him?
I don't like not being able to see people who claim.
I understand. Come on, like it's like a superpower.
Like to be real, like it's my beef with John Cena is all kayfabe because I never liked what WWE turned him into, but I get it.
I can feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Because when he first started, he had the matching tights with the matching boots, different colors every week on SmackDown, and then the whole ruthless aggression thing popped off, and then the Halloween party, Vanilla Ice, and then come out in jerseys, rapping Chain Gang, you know what I'm saying? Word Life Soldier, all that. I was down for all that. Then WrestleMania happened, and he beat JBL for the championship, and his whole persona changed after that, and I just didn't like it. Yeah, I wasn't a kid at that time. So.
I mean, that's not really on him though.
I mean, it's not, but
I told you.
I told you. Shut up.
I told you.
I don't let go of
You need to. You need to. You know why you need to? Because John
Why?
Cena follow us, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying you need to remember that. I'm just saying.
Maybe a
So-
sit down talk with John will fix things, but just
But speaking of,
One day.
what happened?
I'll see if I can set that up for you one day.
Okay.
See?
John,
See?
if you're watching, because I mean it's on Twitter, so you're following us, so you have to be seeing this. I think every episode I'm just turning into a storyline like, oh man, he just got a problem with John Cena. John Cena gonna come on here, man. I'm gonna be.
Hey,
just
you
like,
never know.
Hey, John. Hey,
Right.
John. What's
Mac, you stop. You look like little Jimmy. Don't do that. You look like little Jimmy. Don't do
Wait,
it,
you
bro.
can't see little Jimmy. Is John Cena little Jimmy? That might make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And for our truth to be.
Do John Cena's moves occasionally. So.
Yeah, and John Cena is one of our truth's favorites. He's his childhood favorite, if I'm not mistaken.
And then I heard that little Jimmy and John Cena both know about Pretty Ricky. So yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, they are. So yeah,
I just
it works.
enough of
together,
John. Enough of John, okay? Jesus, enough of John.
And
Tired,
but
I'm done.
speaking of some of our favorite back in the day wrestlers, what really caught your eye when it came to wrestling? Was it the gimmick or was it the actual fighting?
The fighting.
Okay.
Initially it was the fighting, but then it became more of the gimmick.
So your sister thought Randy Orton was cute. Did you think anybody was cute? Who see when you're watching? You thought who?
AJ Lee.
Okay. Oh. Let's light it up. I don't know the words to the song, but I always.
I'm doing a
that's
skip
what
right now. I'm just
I just always hear the Chipmunks singing her theme for some reason, and I can never really understand it for any reasons. But that's not a bad shout. I mean, since we're talking about WWE, just really quickly, and we might just bounce back to the subject matter at hand later in the show, but you had the opportunity to go one-on-one with James the Chinless Wonder Ellsworth.
I did.
Talk about that for a moment, and just how did that come about, and was
So-
there anything that you were able to take from that?
Oh, definitely. He helped me a lot with character work, I would say. Because that was always my main thing with switching from amateur wrestling to pro wrestling. So amateur wrestling, I'm not trying to hear the crowd at all, you know? And
Right.
in pro wrestling, that's all it's about, really. So it definitely helped with that, you know, waiting for the crowd to react to certain things and, you know, giving things a little bit more time and slowing down. I would definitely say he helped with that. But the way it happened was, like, weird because initially I was supposed to wrestle this girl. It was for the Taco and Margarita Fest in Tampa, I believe. It might have been Tampa or Orlando, one of them. I've done both. But yeah, I was supposed to wrestle a girl. She was super late. And we're like, oh my God, is she gonna come? Like she said she's on the way, but she's in traffic. What's gonna happen, you know? And James, he wasn't supposed to really do anything that day. He was kind of just running the show. So he ended up saying, like, you know what, if she doesn't show up, I'm just gonna wrestle you. So we made a match, and then she got there like a second before it was time for us to go out. And he was like, all right, well, do you guys just want to call it on the fly? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I don't care. But then she was like, oh, you know, like I can do it, but you know, I don't know. Something ended up happening where he was like, you know what, never mind. Like I'm just gonna still wrestle you because we already had a plan. And yeah, no, we did it. It was awesome. It was so much fun.
Just like a booker to be running a show, I'm gonna put myself in a match and I'm gonna go over. just so I mean, because I got a name, you know. I'm James Ellsworth, you know.
You feel me?
I had a
I'm
match
James
with
freaking
AJ style. I won the Money in the Bank once upon a time. Like they don't like
That's
to
right.
count it, but it happened.
But
I beat AJ Styles.
And he
That
said
part.
that in his promo
That
before
part.
the match too. I was just like, oh, look at James just shooting his shit off. Just okay. But that was good. I was really expecting for you to pull out that victory, but I was just like, yeah, well, I guess. So with your story, that makes sense now of why he went over. You know what I'm saying? His show, his everything. Okay, all right, for sure.
yeah, most of the Taco and Margarita festivals that run in Orlando and Florida, they happen like every few months. He runs most of them.
Got you. So you got to get a return match.
Oh,
Return
definitely.
Yeah.
match.
Oh, we got to.
You get that locked in, suplex him over the ropes for me.
Heck yeah, I got you.
Just watch out for the chin lock. Like I was saying,
Stupid.
I'm sorry. It was right there. I just couldn't. I love James. The James to come on the show, it'd be awesome. But yeah, that was just it was right there. I couldn't help it. He even got mentioned on Raw, so it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure Corey hates him. James Ellsworth.
He was with my girl once. Poor Corey Graves.
Oh, really quickly. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Yes.
Scorpio gang in this house. Scorpio gang. I mean, I'm not a part of the gang, but I rock with Scorpios heavy.
At least
say that again.
It's my Kobe year.
Is your Kobe year 24, 24,
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Leo, but I definitely rock with Scorpio.
I
So
fuck with
you know what I'm saying. Oh, see.
I'm a Virgo, so it's okay. It's okay.
Shut up, Virgo. Shut up. You're not a part of this conversation.
Look here.
I like Virgos too, though. I like Virgos too.
I do. I don't know too many Virgos that I can think of.
Yeah, I know a few.
That means I'm in the minority. See, she don't know too many, so that I'm gonna add it to our minority that she don't know. See, let's go. Let's go.
Stupid. So, I heard that you would love to work with Charlie Haas. Is there any reason to that?
So, at one point, I was actually supposed to work with him. That was supposed to happen. Okay. So it was, what was the promotion? Florida Championship Wrestling. It was supposed to be like reloaded, like, you know, they were gonna bring it back kind of thing, and they did for, I want to say, like one show. And the plan was Brent Dial. He used to be an amateur wrestler, and he was like really big in Puerto Rico. I managed him the first show. Then Charlie Haas was supposed to end up coming and being kind of a part of the group, and they were gonna call us Grapplers Incorporated. But the promotion, like when it came to the second show, something happened where the promoter got like really sick and he had to go to the hospital, so they had to cancel the show. And then we just haven't really gotten an update on it, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
Got you. Charlie Haas is a cool dude, super cool dude.
He was amazing.
Had the opportunity to interview him as well on a previous platform that we used to be on. Really cool dude. He asked a question, right? Because I believe he has his podcast as well, and he was just like, "Yeah, you guys seem to be doing really good and things of that nature. Like, I'm just starting out in the podcast game, and this is Charlie Haas, right?
Right.
I'm just starting out in the podcast game. You guys got any advice for me?" And I'm like, "What?" And like everybody froze, so I just threw some bullshit out there real quick, and I was like, "Yeah, triple C's, man. Consistency, content, and conversation. That'll keep you going for a long ways." And he sat there, and he thought about it. He was like, "You know, that's actually really good." And I'm sitting there like,
"It was."
Yeah. It was good.
That's right, it was.
It was good.
Right.
I really just threw some shit to the wall and it stuck. I was just like, "Oh, Charlie likes my shit. This is crazy."
Charlie likes my shit.
Follows me on Instagram.
Aha. Charlie follows us, right? Charlie's a part of the gang, right? Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
He's a part of the Smart side. He's a part of the Smart side.
Charlie's fan. We got to have him on this platform so we can make sure he joins the Smart side, because this is the side to be on. But yeah, man. Is there anybody else from the collegiate world that you would like to even just have a conversation with to get little? You said Kurt Angle?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. First and foremost, are you gonna start off by letting them know that you got bigger medals?
We can compare, you know.
Okay. So you show them all
that's how the feud's gonna start. I got bigger medals than you. What? Oh, I want these with a broken freaking neck. Well, my medals can break my neck because it's so heavy. Oh. Yeah.
It's like, I got more medals than you. So what? So that'll be comedy. Y'all could do that for like a 30-minute straight before y'all even have a match.
But yeah, him, and then amateur wrestling wise, probably Jordan Burroughs.
Interesting.
But He's won so many gold medals in the Olympics for the United States.
Olympic. So okay. Speaking of Olympic gold medals, is that on the to-do list? Is that a goal?
So let me explain something to you. When I was in college, I got 4 concussions in 3 years.
Mm.
Yeah. So throughout a lot of my college experience, I wasn't really able to wrestle because I was injured a lot. Like I was always ranked top 10 in the nation, but I could never wrestle at nationals because I got concussions. But so when it came also to that choice at the end of the day, like, you know, WWE, Olympics, MMA, I felt like the safest thing for my head was pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So although I definitely love to do it safety wise, my head is important.
Yeah, obviously.
Yes,
Not to
very much
blame
so.
anybody. Not to blame anybody at all. But like, how did those concussions come about? I mean, I
They
know
were
you got like
usually one was in a car accident, and
okay.
the initial one that was like the worst one that I had that like stuff just kept happening afterwards was I was wrestling at practice, and I was like shooting in on a girl, so I was going like towards her legs, and my head was next to her knee, and then
Mm.
2 girls, these 2 bigger, so me and her are the smallest girls there wrestling each other, right? And then everybody kind of wrestles in their own section, like in their own little circle all around the mat, like when we're live wrestling, right? And
Mhm.
so these 2 other like bigger girls, like probably let's say I weighed like 110 at the time. These
Mhm.
other girls were like 180, 170. So one of them ends up like kind of tripping and like falling over with the other one like on top. And so her knee hit my head here, and then these 2 girls said pop pop.
Mm.
And yeah, that was the
Mm.
like really big one. I had that concussion for, oh my god, it felt like forever, like at least 6 months. And then after that, I mean, I barely wrestled that season. I wrestled a little bit more my sophomore year. I only did college for 3 years because I graduated early, but
Oh, somebody smart.
it's a little bit.
Come on, you better come. Yes.
Yes, I have my bachelor's degree in psychology with a minor in sociology.
Hear
But
that, folks? She's brains and beauty, beauty and brains.
Come on now. Come on. It's lit up in
but yeah, so that was like the first one that kind of started the cycle of concussions. But luckily, since I've graduated and got cleared for my last one about 2 years ago, I haven't got another one. So
Oh, that's awesome. And talk about the because one thing also we love to mention that or talk about because we do also realize in the wrestling world, whether you're independent or for the on TV or whatever, mental health is very important while you're going through. So what do you do to sometimes get your mental right for the day, or even in those times when you was recovering, what helped you get through recovering through concussions?
well, I mean, it was a lot of different stuff. I feel, always trying to talk to people and just be open about like what you're feeling, like physically, mentally, and everything is always really important because keeping things in is the worst thing. So that's a big thing, just
Right.
having people to talk to, and then also, I mean, I feel like one of the biggest things that amateur wrestling taught me was that my mental health always needs to be strong and that my mentality matters. So as long as I try to have a positive outlook on things, it's not always the easiest thing to do, but as long as I, try my best to do so, things usually end up pretty well. So yeah, mentality.
Awesome. So pretty much keeping a hold on your mentality, trying to
Yeah,
find a way to to cope. Oh,
yeah.
love it. That's awesome. Like you
And
said,
then
that's the main.
I mean, with injuries, it's hard to wrestle and stuff, but in general, I feel like wrestling is like my therapy.
Mm. I feel that.
Okay.
I feel that.
Definitely feel that.
I never took the opportunity to go down the road in becoming a professional wrestler because I just wasn't that smart at that age. I did a whole lot of backyard wrestling and stuff like that or whatever, but I always thought that you had to go to Florida to kick off your wrestling career. And I never really did the deep research to be like, well, I'm right here in LA. This school's around here. I can get into it. So it's probably like one of the reasons why I never really fell into that lane. And where I'm at now in my life personally, health wise, is like I definitely ain't doing no wrestling, but I would love to be a part of it outside of this podcast world or whatever. This was a blessing in disguise when it came about. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to talk about something that I'm so passionate about, and being able to meet individuals such as yourself and talk to you, interview, and everything like that. It fills a void, and it's very, 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 very therapeutic. So I understand definitely what you mean by it.
Definitely.
Definitely. And you know, speaking of having, you know, other promotions, you know, other places, have you been, you know, looking in LA, you know, to come down to the West?
I mean,
I'd go anywhere, honestly.
yeah, I heard she want to come down here. Have you made your way down here yet or not yet?
I haven't in LA. I think yeah, no. So the places out of Florida that I've been so far is Texas, Georgia, Vegas. I want to say there's another one.
Jersey,
yes. I think that's it, but there might be another one.
I mean, well, you know, you a queen, you know what I'm saying? So if you were to come to Cali, you know what I'm saying, all the way on the west side where we are, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to the East Coast on where you at. But if you were to come this way, you might as well just come and start at the Tenop, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And just check out PCW Ultra, you know, get up in there, see what you got, PCW, you know what I'm saying? See what you got. Maybe there you could get a match in with Viva Van, you know what I'm saying, or anybody else that comes across the way. But that's it's a very hot spot. So if you're looking for a hot spot out in LA, that's definitely where you want to be. It's PCW Ultra.
I keep it in mind for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. You know, I knew there was a connection we had to make somewhere. It was somewhere in there.
They just had a great show, and I have another great show coming up in January, and it's a lot of people within the industry, upper tier, middle tier, all that. They just all come together and show up at PCW. You never know who's going to be in the building. It's always some good talent. Some eyes are on PCW. You know, there's been people who's been from WWE, people in AEW, ROH, MLW, things of that nature. So definitely put it on your radar.
Definitely. I done forgot what I was gonna say. You went so deep in there. I done forgot.
Well,
so it's your turn now.
Well, I got a little something, just a little something. You know.
Yeah, go.
She follows us on Twitter as well. You know, if there was a moment in time, and I guess this would be the moment in time where you had to have a special message for the one and only Thunder Rosa, what would it be?
Let's wrestle.
Yes, I like that.
No, Thunder Rosa is somebody that I definitely have looked up to for a while. When it came to I've watched a lot of her indie stuff and her stuff on AEW as well. So she's definitely somebody that I would want to wrestle whenever she's down.
Definitely. So we gonna soundbite that, you know what I'm saying, and tag the both of these and sees what comes from it, you know.
It gotta happen. We might even make a little flyer. We gotta make something.
You know. Just start a whole rivalry, a one-sided rivalry, and see where it goes.
Now we know that the stand-up German, his finisher, but there's another move that is a special move of yours. That just the way I know there's some other wrestlers that have done it before and do it now probably, but the way you hit it again, the snap in the hips, it's all in the hips. But tell me about this ring rope suplex that you got. This running, the fact that you can just snap like that and then just land on your feet like nothing even happened is amazing. So,
no, right, and think about it. I'm short. So
man, so tell me about the process of getting into the getting that move in your arsenal and everything.
So I kind of just was trying to think of something to do that would take me out to the crowd, and I'm I definitely needed to be some kind of suplex. So literally one day I'm playing WWE 2K, right? And I see the move and I'm like, that's it. That is it. And the way they do it on there is they grab the feet, throw it, do a kick, and then hit the ropes and go back. And I was like, I've seen people do it like this so many times, let me make it a little different. So what I do is, I throw the feet, I hit them in the back, and then I do a dive roll and then come straight back, So I like to switch it up a little bit, you know, make things different. But no, actually, the first time I did it, in the match, I didn't even practice it. I just kind of did it. I was like, listen,
Here's
I
my
really
chance.
it's smooth. It's just like, you know, it's just the back bump. You got this, you know. And I did it, and I was like, man, that was perfect.
I like
she's
I
a
like your
natural.
setup. I like your setup. One of the setups that I saw was a kick in the back of the head while they were already on the ropes. I was just like, just vicious. Just I'm gonna kick you in the back of the head, and I'm gonna come back and like
Right.
just bop, slide out and,
And
get
they
to my
already had
opponent.
a rope on their throat and everything. Just,
Yeah.
really? That's what we doing? Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
just right in the back of the head. Just okay,
So
for
you do
sure.
it. I gotta make sure they stay there while I hit the ropes, you know.
Has there ever been anybody that's taken how do I see this? Okay, so you're in the ring, right? They come out to the ring and they're probably thinking in their head, like, oh, she's about as tall as the top rope. Ah, ha, ha. This should be easy. This should work out. Has anybody ever regretted or taken you lightly in that sense?
I would say in pro wrestling, not really. I think that my amateur background like speaks a lot for itself, so people don't try me, you know. And there's only so many people right now that have, you know, that kind of background. So like that's always kind of like sits in the back of people's heads.
So they just go ahead and just get that out of their head when they
Yeah.
first see you. Just like, you know what, she is small, but she do got a whole lot of medals in that
Mhm.
amateur wrestling, grappling and everything. All right, I'm gonna just have a conversation with her and see how
Right.
this goes.
Bro, she wears these medals out with her. Again, we already established they're heavy. As long as she's like, she's gonna be lifting heavy. I'm not
Yeah. So what made you go for 2? You won the first one, and then it was just like, I need another one.
So it came back to I wanted to be on the Florida national team. You have to qualify each year. So yeah, I wanted to qualify and I wanted to win. So
And I know it's probably not on the list of things to do at this point, but was there ever a desire to go for 3?
I definitely would have, but I mean, my first the first year I didn't wrestle in the freestyle state championships because I didn't know too much about it yet. It was once I started wrestling on the guys wrestling team that they kind of like told me about the tournament and like, you know, kind of like pushed me a little bit more to do it. And yeah, I know of my second year that I went, my sophomore year, I got second place. And then my junior and senior year, I got first. And then once you graduate high school, you're not allowed to.
Got you. So it's good to have 2. It's good, man.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I'm saying? Just I got twins, you know what I'm saying? Twins.
Oh, look at you. Come on. Now let's go together, have family time.
Different, but very similar.
But yeah, he pulled that picture up and it got me thinking about your gear. But before I get to the gear, or maybe Classic could jump on the gear, I want to talk about them shoes. I might pronounce this wrong. Asics? Asics. There you go. They are so fucking comfortable.
They
I had
are.
a pair.
They are.
Before I had a pair of wrestling shoes like those, and I just had. Well, I'll tell you why I had them in a minute. But I had some Asics in 7th grade. Right, couldn't afford the brand name shoes and things of that
Right.
nature. I think my grandma took me to like Kmart or Payless or one of those, and I saw a pair and it was like red, white, and blue and gray. It was hard, you know what I'm saying? And I got a couple of compliments on them until I told folks where they came from, and then that really changed. That changed the whole lot. It was like, oh, them hard. Where you get them from? Oh, Payless. Oh, you got on some Payless shoes. So whatever, but they was real comfortable.
You know what I did? You know what I did to reverse that? I made sure, but I found, because remember, there was another store called Shoe City. A lot of times when it was at Payless, it's still at Shoe City. So it'd be like, oh, where you find it at? Even if I got it from Payless, I'd be like, Shoe City. And they're like, I got you, bro. I got you. It was just Payless. You should have said it.
Yeah, I mean, but during your day and age, probably. But by the time Shoe City came around, I had money to buy the real shoes. So it was just like, all right, word. It was either Payless or Kmart for me. Payless, Kmart. I got some Shacks from Kmart. I had to like white out the Shack symbol, make it look like the N1. It was like them some hard ass N1s. I'm like, yep, and I just like ran away. But anyways, like I had bought my first pair of wrestling shoes like that. They were black and gold. I bought them to go with a costume. I was a Stardust for Halloween one year. but like those shoes are so damn comfortable, and you wouldn't even think of it because it's not really much to them. It's just fabric.
It's
It's,
fabric
it's
and grip at the bottom. Yeah.
yeah, but
Like
like
it,
so comfortable.
I know. I just love the feel of. I mean, one, I'm used to wearing wrestling shoes because of amateur wrestling, and two,
Hmm.
I feel like I'm like on the floor almost, and
Hmm.
I love the feeling of just having the grip and being able to like fully, have like flexibility in my feet.
That's cheating
Oh,
because you already on the floor, and now you on the floor with
man.
grip, strength, and grip. It's just like, man, like no
I'm
wonder
like,
you got so many
I
medals.
got my wrestling shoes when I went
Hmm.
to a match, and I actually wrestled with like barefoot in a triple threat.
How did that work out for you?
It was actually amazing. I prefer cool things. I honestly wouldn't mind doing it again. But I don't do it just because, I stick with like my amateur wrestling gimmick and I want it to be very evident.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was pretty cool. I felt like I was connected to the floor, like perfect suplexes.
Like I am a part of the floor. Come mess with me if you want. I'm gonna send
So
you
you
every other which way.
you were speaking on the on actually having the like you said the gold medalist the Olympian gimmick. You feel me? So have you had how has it been working on promo?
Sorry, you like broke up.
Oh wait, am I still there?
I
It's
can,
Here?
freezing. There you go.
Am I still here?
Yeah,
yeah.
you
There we go. Oh my god, the internet hates me. Okay. Like I was saying, we were talking about working on your gimmick, and how has it been working on the other side of again pro wrestling, which is the promos? So how's it been working with that?
I feel like it's awesome. Honestly, the way I see it is that my character is basically me times 10. So it's kind of easy for me, but also, have to add that extra flavor to it. So it really depends. Like if I'm a face, I kind of know how to act with it, but when I'm a heel, it's so much easier because I get to be cocky.
What do you prefer?
Okay, when it comes to promos, I prefer being a heel, but when it comes I do like being a face just because usually the face is supposed to be the better wrestler. So I'm able to really show off like my amateur wrestling.
I mean, you could be the better wrestler being a heel too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not something
The
that always happens, but I mean, you throw that cockiness in there, you can be able to do your shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you got a
Hey,
lovable
look,
face, so it's okay. You could be a face. It's all
I was,
right.
I was about to say, look at one Roman Reigns. He he
yeah,
just dominates, and he don't really cheat. He just
that's true.
dominates.
That's
I mean, he's gotten to a certain level to where it's just
true.
like
Yeah,
I'm the tribal chief. You know what I'm
literally,
saying?
like
Like what else is there? I don't care if you like me, hate me, love me, you respect me, and that's
exactly.
all that matters. That is
So
all that
if
matters.
there is there any other women's wrestlers that you have looked up to as going through your journey in wrestling so far?
Actually, like I said before, a big one was AJ Lee, just because
Yeah.
initially I watched her. Like I know she's very small as well, so it kind of gave me that belief, like, oh yeah, like I could definitely do this too. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, her. There's also Sasha Banks was a big one for me growing up. Um,
Definitely.
I always really liked watching Rey Mysterio too.
Hmm.
Okay. Yep. They good. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all I need to hear. I'm good. Cool. I'm cool now. Yep.
it's my small people.
It's all
No,
about
real
the
no.
tiny people. It's all about the tiny. Speaking of tiny, why the name choice? I mean, there's an obvious answer there, but I'm hoping that there's not an obvious answer there.
Yeah, there's a little more. So, I mean, it's kind of two things. When I was a kid, my older sister is 4 years older than me. So,
Mhm.
initially growing up, she didn't really know how to say my name. So, she'd be like, Tiny. Yeah.
How
And
your how your sister don't know how to say your name?
that's how I say it now. But she would call me like, she would try to say my name like Tanaily, but she would end up saying Tiny. So, that's where
Mm.
it started. But then once I got to college, not college, middle school, and I started wrestling, my wrestling coach started calling me Tiny. So I feel
Mm.
like it kind of like made it a thing.
Were you like the smallest person on the team at that point? That's
I
why.
was, I was very small.
So you like 3'7" at that point.
I actually haven't grown much since middle school. I want to say around middle school is when I stopped growing. So I was probably like 4'8", the shortest.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So it cut at middle.
Yeah.
Middle school.
Wow.
She had like a growth spurt for over 5th to 6th grade, and then that was it.
Literally. I remember like, wow, I'm kind of tall. No.
Did you have the thing at home where you marked the height on the door?
I always knew how tall I was. I go to the doctor, I'd be like, how tall?
It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and give this up. I'll never give up on the height thing. Like, never. Like, I know I'm done growing, but I'm always like, if I could just be 6'6", if I could just be 6'5" at least, just want to be that tall. And people ask me, like, why? And my reasoning is still the same, but it's not for the, like I used to always say, so I could dunk on people, and I could dunk on people now, but
yeah,
it's just, I just always wanted to be one of the biggest people around.
6,
Yeah. 6'6". I mean,
I'm
but
5'9". I can't say that.
Midget.
Shut up. See, thank you. See, I'm still a cool height. I'm cool.
Yeah. Suplex Queen. There is power within the labelization of queen, and you are the queen of suplexes. Why? What is it about a suplex that made you want to be the queen of it all?
I mean, it started with a German, and it just kind of like went from there. I realized that like my bridges are amazing. And I was like, well, I want to do all of the bridge suplexes. So I started just kind of, slowly adding more and more to my arsenal. And I don't know, honestly, I just feel like my suplexes are one of the best. And I mean, I can't really think in my head, like specifically, somebody who does them like I do.
Yeah.
So, queen.
I mean, or just in general to just claim that name, because when you think of suplexes in the wrestling industry, automatically you think about, well, I can't say what other people automatically think about, but for myself, you go Kurt Angle, you go Taz, you go Brock.
I'm about to say Taz. That's the main one.
Yeah, and a lot of other people in that lane. So it's like, if you had, and I haven't done this in quite some time, but I guess I could bust it out one time for you. If you had to do a Mount Rushmore, shut it. If you had to do or Mount Rushmore, there you go. I was about to say Mushmouth for some reason. What is this, Fat Albert? If you had to do a Mount Rushmore for suplex gods or influencers to you, who would they be?
Well, Brock Lesnar has to be in it because Suplex City. Yeah, he definitely put over the Germans a lot. Taz, because his was immaculate.
Human suplex machine.
Literally. I would also add Kurt Angle in there. And honestly, Chad Gable.
Yeah, I can see that. No, yes.
He's like, Suplex is, oh my goodness.
He doesn't get enough respect. Like, I just had to get on his case the other day.
Remember when I tried to make him 40G? I was so upset.
Yeah, I was upset too. I was pissed.
Thank you. Why?
Sure.
Have you ever had anybody that tried to exploit your height in a way for format? Like I said, like Shorty G. It's like, okay, look, I get it. But I don't have to always,
Right. I feel like the way I kind of made it is that like people can't. I call myself tiny. So what else can you really say?
Yeah. It's like, if I get in here and I bag on myself more proper than anybody else can, there's nothing left for you to say.
Exactly.
So I come with 10 jokes on myself immediately. Like, what are you gonna say?
No.
Right.
It's like, I tag team on your jokes too. So what else you got? You gonna get off me real quick.
Hey, why are you laughing? Because I already said this on myself. Now what?
We had an episode not too long ago with our homie, our boy Alex Kane, you know what I'm saying? The suplex assassin, you know what I'm saying?
MLW, Boomaye.
You know what I'm saying? Boomaye, you know what I'm saying? If if have you had any conversations? Let me ask that first with Alex
Uh,
Kane. You have not. All right, so I guess this is another moment for you to just take this moment in time and just send some words out to Alex Kane. I know for sure he'll get wind of it. We'll make sure of it. But if there's anything that you would like to say to our friend and our brother, what would it be at this moment?
I mean, suplex assassin, suplex queen. I feel like there's only two things you can do there. Either be friends and a tag team, or be enemies and wrestle each other.
Mm.
Suplex for
And you will wrestle. You will wrestle.
Yeah.
You will do that. Because I don't even think we talked about it a little bit, but we didn't really get into it. Like, I mean, I'm guessing it started with amateur wrestling and things of that nature, but just wrestling men, like how did you really like get into the intergender matches and things of that nature? Like,
well, I mean, yeah, it started with wrestling guys in high school for sure. I also practiced with guys when I was in college, so I feel like it's kind of something I always did. And then when it came to doing it in pro wrestling, it was kind of just like, okay, you know, I feel like I look like I could beat men, and I've actually beaten men, so we can make this believable, you know? And I guess that's just kind of where it stemmed from. You know, it depends on the promotion. For promotion is cool with intergender wrestling, they usually end up having me wrestle a guy.
you do not fight fair. That is not fair. Like, do women ever like do women ever like look at you and just go be like, hey, I just saw you in the ring with this dude. He was like 380. Like, I'm like 110. Like, can how is this gonna work? Like, they don't never question you after that. Like, I saw you throw him and you threw him.
I've thrown some. I think the tallest guy I suplexed was like 6'3".
See,
that's just not fair for their psyche. That's it. They look like I can't even.
And like I said, I'm 6'2" and you suplex me digitally. So
right,
y'all don't want these problems. Y'all don't want these issues right here. But yeah, you so 6'3", because I was definitely gonna be an answer. Like, what's the tallest? I've seen you work out in the gym and things of that nature. What you pushing? What's your max right now?
For what?
Interesting.
Let's go squat.
I'm scared. I'm scared to even answer that because she said shit. Max where?
Where? Let's tell. What you want squat?
285.
285. How many reps? 5.
I can do 2 at 285.
Oh,
you still can do more than me. Once I get out one, my stomach is bubbling. I can't do it. That's it.
On the way down on the squat, it's like, no, I don't want to release to go up.
That's literally how it sounds. Like, oh, my stomach is bubbling. They're like, what? It's bubbling. I think
have you had any accidents in the gym or on the mat or in the ring?
I peed myself a little bit once in the ring.
Just a little bit.
Just a little
bit. In the wrestling ring?
Say it was a frog splash. And I mean, they just landed real hard. I was like, ooh. But it was so it was cool.
you took it or you give it?
I took it.
So they like frog splash a kid and like
yeah, you know, I can see it. Especially the right type of frog splash, like you said, the landing.
Super hot. It was a guy. His name is Gus Money de la Vega or something like that.
That's a hell of a name, Gus Money de la Vega.
But yeah,
I can imagine though. Could you imagine getting a frog splash from Ralph Van Dam? Yeah, the morning piss is coming out. That's it. That's just it.
Frog splash my legs off. My legs gonna shoot off like. I'll get ready and clinch up like this to take it and everything, and it's still just frog splash my legs off.
Let that be the day I wore white pants too. Goddamn it! What's that on your pants? Nothing.
Luckily, I think I was wearing black actually, so it was okay.
Oh, so it's perfect. Yeah, it's good. So did you like? How do you just tinkle a little bit? I'm trying to imagine. Like,
I felt it and I held it in.
There you go. That was gonna be the next question. I was like, did you just hold it? You just hold it and just like held it all the way to the back, like, okay, I gotta get out of here.
All the way back.
Could you imagine? 1, hurry up, ref, count. 2, count so slow. 3,
I would have just like rolled out of the ring and rolled underneath the ring and just pissed. Like fuck it. When I came back from underneath the ring, I'd just be like, "Yeah, ain't nobody. You don't see nothing dripping." It was on. It'd have been funny once they got started breaking in the ring and everything. Towards the end of the show, like, who the fuck pissed underneath the ring? Well, I hope there's no video footage of showing me rolling underneath the ring. I'm like, oh, that's nasty. Somebody nasty as fuck around.
Oh my god. Oh,
terrible.
God.
My eyes.
Oh, you started it. This is your fault.
You know I ain't got no filter on my brain, my mouth, none of that. Just wild stuff comes out. So you know, if you entertain it, you gonna get more and more and more of it. It's just how it happens.
In your journey in professional wrestling right now, is there a certain company that you might be looking at that's like, you know, okay, goals, I'm trying to get there right now?
I would say there's one specific one. It's an all ladies one.
Wow.
Not wow. Well, I would love to be. You know what? Yeah, let's do wow. Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Man.
You know, wow. You know, I like wow. You know, wow. You know, wow. I like that. Wow.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you know, actually, AJ Lee is over wow, so that would actually fit. So yeah.
You know, I would love to be on WoW. Their production is amazing.
The most inspiring wrestler that you have come into contact with, either worked with or just had to have or had a conversation with, is who?
That's strange. I have to think about this. Most inspiring, Hector Guerrero.
Okay, and that was a seminar, right?
Yes, it was. I actually still have him as a friend on Facebook. But, yeah, no, he's awesome. I met him and it was like he was my grandpa. Like he loved my suplexes. And yeah, no, he's like somebody that I like. If I ever need advice, I know I can go to.
That's awesome.
Got you. I mean, you bring a lot of flavor to the ring. You know what I'm saying? You ever thought about bringing a little bit more flavor? And as I say flavor, hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, as I get my little shimmy on and everything,
really, this is what we're doing. If you contagious, I can't stop.
You might as well join in too. Tiny. Just go ahead. I know you got it in you. Yeah, there's some little that Puerto Rican flavor. You know what I'm saying? You ever thought about dipping into your roots just a little bit more and throwing it into your gimmick?
I mean, I would like to, but I just feel like so many people already do that. You know, so
just the whole Puerto Rican thing.
Yeah, I feel like the farthest I'd go is maybe, you know, like get like the color scheme of like, you know, the Puerto Rican flag and stuff like that. But I mean, as of right now, I come out saying that I'm from Yauco, Puerto Rico. So I feel I'm still representing my president of the day, but I feel like just so many people already try to like feed into that Puerto Rican gimmick a lot that I'd rather just, you know, stand out in a different way.
Got you. And I mean, I think I saw it, but if I didn't see correctly, you could also correct me. I'm always open for that. But does your mom make your gear?
She does.
Okay, so that's an easy thing to do. Hey, mom, I just need a Puerto Rican thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, so are we full Puerto Rican or are we half? Like
100%.
Full? 100%. All right, so mom's understands. What's up, mom? What's going on? Sis needs some Puerto Rican gear. You know what I'm saying? Get down on and everything. Have you ever wrestled in Puerto Rico?
I have not. I would love to.
You have not. What? You know what I want to see? I want to see you wrestle in the middle of La Placenta. That's what I want to see. As everybody's dancing and drinking and bar hopping, it's a wrestling match going on right there. I'll be the first one like, yeah!
That's right.
Do it again. Suplex in the middle of the street. I've been to Puerto Rico one time. And I gotta get back.
And just hear like the people in the background, you hear suplex, slammer, like throughout the whole match.
I think that'll turn up La Placenta to a level it's never been to before. If there was just a random wrestling match happening in the middle of everything, like, oh man. When's the last time you've been back to Puerto Rico?
I want to say about a year ago was the last time there.
I'm so jelly. I haven't been since I was 29 and I'm 36 now. So
oh,
it's almost, It's been a while. I love it out there though. I love it so much. It was one of my on my list of to-do list to places to go. And when I got there, I did not want to leave. Like it's such a feeling out there. I had a what was that? Google Translate was my wingman because I speak a little bit of Spanish, just a little bit. Un poquito, just enough to get a C in high school.
And then you gonna speak okay.
Yeah.
Keep on rubbing it in because I ain't never been. Keep on rubbing it in. Go ahead.
We all got to go together. When Tiny get her first match out there, we got to go. So let's just make sure we set that up the right way so we can enjoy it.
Set that right.
Yeah. It's not on me, I tell my people all the time, get out there and travel. It's a whole world. See it, enjoy it. Yeah. I ain't mean to rub it in. I just wanted to talk to somebody that's from the land. You know what I'm saying? I lie and I tell people all the time that I'm half Puerto Rican, but I'm not. I mean, a usual black thing that black people always say is like, oh, I'm mixed with Indian and all that stuff. I got Indian in my blood, and I actually do. But since so many black people say that, I'm just always like, I'm Puerto Rican.
Right.
I'm half Puerto Rican. 25%.
We're Indian. We're in Taino Indian, African, and Spaniard. We're all mixed with.
Then, like, they get to throwing on the records and I get to hitting them with the shit, and they be like, "Oh, are you Dominican? No, I'm Puerto Rican." Difference.
Wait, why do you hit it? You hit it so time? No, I ain't.
I mean, you gotta be ready to be in it. You know what I'm saying? At a moment's notice. At a moment's notice. So outside of wrestling and grappling and sparring and all that and everything, do we have any hidden talents?
I can skateboard.
You can skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
So you Tony Hawk out here? You ollie flipping and all that and everything?
I know a few tricks.
Mm-hmm. Is there any video footage of this? You might be able to share with us later off air.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if not, I'll record one.
Gotcha.
Now since I know this, I gotta know. Did you watch or do you still watch the X Games when the summer comes?
I do all the time, but I haven't in like at least 2 years.
Okay. Oh, just 2 years still. That's still recent. That's good. All right, that's good.
But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I have like a few different talents, I feel.
Okay, sure. The floor is yours.
Skateboard, I build snowmans in the summertime.
I know how to knit. I know how to sew, just because like I kind of grew up doing that. I know how to. I do lashes. I could do eyebrows. I dye my own hair. I don't know. I'm kind of that kind of person that likes to kind of try to do everything and get good at it. I don't know. I feel like the way I am mentally, if I'm not good at something, it really bugs me. So I have to get good at it.
So if it sparks your interest, then it's just like, I got to be one of the best.
Yeah, literally.
Gotcha.
That's perfect.
Interesting. Well, you know what I'm saying? You got anything else for Classico?
I'm low-key just still imagining just the sewing, and then all of a sudden she just go and just, you know what? I'm just going to go into my other trade, and now she's just throwing people. You know what I want you to do? If you find whenever you get into any snow, I need you to make a snowman. You need to TikTok this. I need to make a snowman and suplex it. That's what I need you to do. Make a snowman and suplex it.
I'm trying to see how that's gonna work out. Like
it looks like wild. Make a big ass little snowman.
That could be like a series. Like your first series got to be you making the snowman. Then when it gets Christmas,
as soon as she clamps the snowman, he's gonna shrink 2 feet or whatever, because her arms are just gonna go through the snowman. So she's gonna literally be like, she's gonna end up punching herself twice, just grabbing the snowman because it's. So I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Okay, you know what? Change your plans. We're just gonna buy a fake snowman from like the store, right? And then we're just gonna cover it with snow.
She's gonna knit a snowman.
Boom.
And then we'll put cotton pieces on the outside of the snowman to make them white, and then she can suplex that.
Or listen, get a pad and knit the snowman around it. You feel me? So it's hard.
My mind is blown.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I'm mad that you thought about this in the first place.
Are you?
Snowman. Suplex a snowman. Yeah. Yeah, suplex a snowman.
You never thought about that? You ever even thought about at least giving a snowman a lariat? Like just build it up, just.
Oh yeah, definitely give it a lariat. But we in LA, snow don't come around like that. The first time I saw snow,
like this.
Yeah, the first time I saw snow, I was like, "What?"
You never been haven't been to snow, or you don't? Like
I went to college in St. Louis, so.
St. Louis, Missouri. Are you a Rams fan? I know you're not, but just say you
what?
are. Are you a Rams fan? I know you're not, but just say you are.
Dolphins.
I just said I know you're not, but just say that you are. You don't listen well, do you?
She wasn't gonna do that.
You see, the way I feel about it is that I'm loyal to my team.
I mean, but you spend time in St. Louis, and the Rams were probably gone by that time. So
I think they were. I think, yeah.
Okay, so you a Cardinals fan then? A baseball Cardinals fan?
I like Cubs.
Jesus Christ! I like you.
you
those were friends.
Look here.
I bet I wouldn't.
That ain't my fault. Okay.
Yeah, well, whatever. I went to St. Louis one time, and I had a great time. I spent most of my time in downtown St. Louis, so all the stadiums is right there, and it was actually a Dodgers and Cardinals game going on, so I was super turned and everything. I enjoyed it, but St. Louis is one of those places. One more time.
Again?
I went to a few Cardinals games for sure.
Oh! When they were playing the Brewers, or just.
Honestly, I'm not really big into baseball. That's the one sport that I was never really into like that.
Oh, what we got beef? Because I'm a baseball player. We got beef then? Like, what's happening? What's up?
Like the sport of baseball, I just think sometimes it's really long.
Okay. You just got to be a ball player to get the longness out of, I used to tell people all the time, I just can't sit here and watch baseball. It's like, you got to be a ball player, because once you're a ball player, then you start to study everything that you see.
Right.
That cuts down the time of watching it down. What are you doing, Classic? What are you
doing?
Sir,
when have you ever become a baseball player?
Bro, I've been a baseball player. That was my number one sport. I played Little League through middle school, and I never really got to play in high school, but I was on the team.
No. You said player. You said player as in present tense, sir.
I mean, if I were to get out there on the diamond right now, I'll show you what skills I got left. You know what I'm saying? Center field, first base. That's what it was all about. You know what I'm saying? And I can't swing the way I used to, but because of my injuries. But yeah, I was proper on the diamond, bro. Don't come at me. Don't come at me, bro.
I thought you were talking about present tense. I didn't know. I was just making sure.
I mean, my I can't get my reps in no more how I used to. But once and always, I got trophies. You know what I'm saying? At my grandma's house, like it's trophies and medals at her mama house. You know what I'm saying? They there. Proof. It's in the pudding. You know what I'm saying?
I got trophies too.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So on the list of goals that you have right now, what are they? What is Tiny looking to accomplish?
Get signed to a big company.
Mm-hmm. So that means that you really got to come out to LA. You know what I'm saying? Hook up with PCW Ultra.
You can't get no bigger than PCW, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's some huge companies that got some individuals that's passing through PCW. You know what I'm saying? You get up in there, you never know what could come from it. You know what I'm saying? A trip out to LA.
You did say you did talk to Hector Guerrero, and we are having Chavo Guerrero there. So I'm just saying,
Chavo will be there in January. Yeah,
just tie in all the whole Guerrero family.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get no higher than WWE. You know what I'm saying? Karrion Kross was just there before he made his re-debut back in WWE. AEW, ROH. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, MLW. It's some stars over there. You know. Or shall I say over here? Gonna have to put a bug in and send a couple of videos and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give me no booker's fee or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see you do great. That's all. Classic.
Sorry, I'll mess this mute button with it. Don't like me. Sorry.
I'm not too sure if there's too many things that like me, but that's okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I like you. Tiny like you.
Thank you. See? Yeah, I thank you. See? Thank you. Don't know about you.
Yeah, but
all right. Before we usually get out of here, we like to ask our main question, and that is, what is the legacy that you would like to stamp in the wrestling world? May it be amateur wrestling, pro wrestling, or all three. You know, in MMA too. So, what is the legacy or the stamp that you would like to put on when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. The way I look at it is that I always want to be somebody that like little girls can look up to, and know that regardless of your size or your ethnicity or really anything about you, if you have a dream and you want to achieve it, follow it and you can do it. Just prove that hard work pays off.
That's what I'm talking about. Message. You hear that? Keep on working. AKA never give up.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
You know why, bro? You know why? You know why? You know why? Do you know why, though? Because y'all see to follow us.
Yeah, this has got to get old at some point.
It was perfect.
This has got to get old. Got to stop.
Never go.
Like you got to give up. You have to give this up.
Never will.
Tiny, how did you feel when John Cena followed you? You was like,
I was hype. I love John Cena. Who doesn't? I wasn't even a pro wrestler yet. I was just like posting my amateur wrestling stuff on Twitter one day, and he followed me. I was like, thank you.
You see.
It makes two happy people and one upset guy.
We are in an elite group right now, okay?
He's such a good actor, and I hate it.
How do you stand in VIP and hate being in VIP?
It's some cheap tequila, bro. I ain't got no Casamigos in this VIP.
Where's the good Hennessy? I don't like this.
Man, y'all ain't even played none of my favorite songs yet. Shit, I'm just moving it, just be moving. Whatever. I could do and be and feel however I want. It's a free world. It's a free thing. Tiny, go ahead and tell the people where they can find you on these social media platforms.
Well, you can find me everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of it, and TikTok at Tanaily Suplex. Yep, there it is. So just my first name, Tanaily Suplex. Find it.
You gotta spell out suplex too. Sometimes some of our audio listeners might not be able to, spell suplex. So just gotta spell that out. I was talking about myself because sometimes I listen to the audio and I'll be like, whoa.
It's gonna be at Tanaily Suplex.
Yeah. Y'all go ahead and y'all follow Tiny tonight. You know what I'm saying? On all
that
the
low key was for
platforms.
Mac, but he didn't tell you, Bill. It was for Mac. He just didn't know how to spell suplex.
Yeah. Just, sometimes I put the L before the X and the X after the E, or the U sometimes be behind the X. It gets weird. It just gets weird.
Oh, okay.
And then I try to pronounce it like suplex. You just gotta let it go at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and y'all follow Tiny, you know what I'm saying? And while y'all doing that, make sure y'all subscribe to Smark Psychology Podcast on YouTube. Make sure y'all do the same damn thing and follow us on Twitter at Smark Psych Pod. Follow us on Instagram at Smark Psychology. Facebook as well. Follow us at Smark Psychology Podcast. And for all y'all that ain't got time for the visuals and you just need to catch that audio, doing what you're doing, however, whatever, follow and listen to us on Spotify, on Anchor, and on Apple Podcasts as well, and on all those platforms. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like. Make sure you share. You know what I'm saying? We a wrestling family. We a wrestling community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bringing it all together. And Tiny, you have officially joined the Smark side right along with Lindsay Dorado, Alex Kane, Bishop Khan, PJ Savage, Jake Bougie, Ruthless Lala, and Isaiah Wolf. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, that's 7 already. Then, oh Jesus.
We thank you. We thank you for being here. Like everybody else that comes through, whatever you need, whenever you need it, just go ahead and let us know. We family. You're always welcome to come back whenever you want to say, promote, and give any information that you want to drop on to these fans and all that and everything. Get your name out there. You know what I'm saying? We doing the damn thing. When you come out here to the west side, hit your boys up for show. And we're going to do it. We're gonna make sure we having a good ass time. Matter of fact,
and
January.
Oh, yeah. January,
You say when in January?
Huh?
You said when is
New Leaf
January?
Yeah, when? Yeah, New Leaf is the 27th.
January 27th. What you got going on?
I gotta see. I think
Gotta
it might,
see.
but I'll let you know.
We might work something out.
Just saying, you know, PCW got a show coming up, you know what I'm saying, January 27th, you know what I'm saying.
You feel me?
You know,
And there's some bomb matches going on, man. It's some bomb people that's about to be there, bro. It's Davey Richards about to be there, bro.
Oh, man, tearing down the house.
Man, like the Ultra champion actually is going to be there. Jacob Fatu.
Oh man,
Yeah.
tearing down the house.
Alex
It's going down. I mean, this ain't the show, but you know that's the wrong one. There we go.
That's the wrong show. That's the whole show. Whoa.
Yeah, that's a show that I don't want to talk about. Well, we're gonna have to talk about that tomorrow. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying. AEW. Oh man.
Yeah, man. Y'all don't want to miss it. Make sure y'all get your tickets for PCW Ultra. We're going to try to see if Tiny can get here for PCW Ultra too. We're going to kick it. And, you know, you get some bookings in too, you feel me? But get y'all tickets. Go to PCWUltra.com or you can go to Eventbrite.com. You feel me? Just go in there, get your tickets, come down to LA. It's going down, man. We got some of the best. Also, Gates of Agony from AEW is going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
The
homies.
You know, they've been on the show.
You know what I'm saying?
Here.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta round that out. We gotta get Brian Cage on here and Nana, you know what I'm saying? Since the homies, maybe we could cook that up in January, you know what I'm saying? See what's going on, you know. Chill long. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all get psyched, stay psyched, and join the Smark side because I have been the value that allows you the opportunity to roll with me. You see the crown, you see the money. It is the King Mac Million down below. It is the J dash or space. Because I will never
space. It's a space.
Out.
It's not a dash right there no more. It's a space.
It's a space now.
It's a space. Space.
J space class.
And you even said it wrong because it really is the KLASSICK jump a J in front of that because your boy is just so sick with it. And just like a Baptist church, we are going to let our guest bring us out with the benediction with the last words.
Well, thank you guys for having me. It was awesome. I had a great time. I'll come anytime. Just let me know as long as we're both available. And yeah, no, thank you so much. Follow me. Make sure to subscribe to them. And we out.
Hey, and you heard it. We out in 3, 2, 1. Peace.